Your cat sleeps a lot, 16 hours looking like an innocent little cinnamon roll on the sofa. But the other 8 hours? Oh, that's when the truth comes out. You're not actually living with a harmless cuddle machine. You're living with a highly trained predator who's basically letting you stay in their house. From the body mechanics that make those "how did you jump up there" moments possible, to the brain wiring that explains their extremely confident attitude. Get ready to discover why cats are, scientifically speaking, absolute masterpieces of evolution that just happen to enjoy soft blankets and being worshipped. Number 1. The cat's bendy bone blueprint. Let's kick off with the thing that makes cats the ultimate "how did you even fit in there" champions: their ridiculous mobility. If you've ever watched a cat slide through a gap that looks like it was designed for a pancake, the secret is in the skeleton. Cats have about 244 bones, which is around 40 more than humans. But the real magic isn't the number. It's the setup. Their spine is built like a super flexible suspension system. Each vertebra is separated by super elastic discs that work like little springs, letting the torso twist up to around 180 degrees. Basically, a cat can rotate its body in ways that would send a human straight into early retirement. Imagine turning your upper body almost completely backward without moving your legs. Cats don't imagine it. They just do it like it's casual. And then there's the collarbone, or as we should call it, the optional accessory. In most mammals, the collarbone firmly connects the shoulder to the body. In cats, it's tiny and kind of floats instead of locking things in place. This creates what scientists call free shoulders, which is a fancy way of saying, if the head fits, the rest of the cat follows. Their shoulders can literally compress to slide through narrow openings like furry liquid. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 2, built for zoomies, not jogging. On top of that flexible skeleton sits a muscle system designed for one thing: explosive power. Cats aren't marathon runners. They're tiny biological rockets. About 70% of their muscle fibers are fast twitch, meaning they're built for quick bursts of speed instead of long-distance endurance. And the stats are honestly rude. A cat can go from 0 to about 30 manipulations in just a few meters. They can also jump straight up to 6 times their own body height from a standing position. In human terms, that would be like a 6-foot person leaping over a 2-story building without even taking a step back. No warm-up, no stretching. But all that power comes with a downside. They get tired fast. Those energy bursts rely on anaerobic metabolism, which is great for speed, but not sustainable for more than around 30 seconds. That's why cats don't chase forever. They wait, they stalk, they strike, and then they act like they weren't even trying. Number 3, silent feet, maximum drama. Cats don't just move fast. They move like spies. Their hunting strategy matches their biology perfectly: extreme patience followed by a lightning-fast attack. And when they walk, they do it on their toes. This is called a digitigrade gait, and it basically makes their legs act longer than they look, boosting speed and agility. But the real villain-level skill is how quiet they are. Their paw pads contain special fatty tissue that works like shock absorbers, soaking up vibrations and reducing noise. The result is a 5-kilo predator that can cross a wooden floor like a ghost. Bioacoustic studies even found that a cat's movement can be about 20 dB quieter than a library, which is impressive, and also explains why they appear behind you like a supernatural event. Number 4, senses on cheat mode. Even with their amazing bodies, cats still feel like they're playing life with secret settings turned on. Their senses operate way beyond what humans can even process. Night vision is the big one. Their eyes have a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which works like a built-in light booster. Light enters the eye, bounces around, and gets a second chance to hit the retina. Basically, every photon gets reused like it's on a budget. Because of this, cats can see with only about 15% of the light humans need. Their pupils are also dramatic masterpieces. In bright light, they shrink into thin vertical lines, And in darkness, they expand to cover almost the whole eye. It's like having built-in camera settings. But there's a trade-off. Cats don't see colors as vividly as we do. They mainly pick up blues and greens, because evolution decided that spotting movement at dusk was more important than appreciating the color palette of your living room rug. Cats don't just hear well, they hear suspiciously well. Each ear has 32 muscles, and they can move them independently. So, while you're turning your whole body to hear something, a cat is casually running surround sound. Their hearing range goes up to around 64 kHz, way higher than humans, about 20 kHz, and even above most dogs, around 45 kHz. And this isn't random. Rodents communicate using ultrasonic frequencies humans can't detect. So cats are basically eavesdropping on prey conversations like, "So anyway, I told Greg we should hide under the fridge," and the cat is already filing that information away. Even crazier, cats can pinpoint the location of a sound with about 3 centimeter accuracy, even in total darkness. That's not hearing, that's sonar. Number 5. Whiskers are not decoration. They're hardware. Those whiskers? Not cute accessories, they're serious sensory equipment. Each whisker, or vibrissa, is connected to a highly sensitive follicle packed with nerves, and it has an oversized presence in the brain. They can detect tiny air currents, which helps cats feel the space around them without needing to look or touch. It's like having invisible fingertips floating in the air. When hunting, whiskers move forward to help guide and control the catch, especially because cats can't focus well on objects closer than about 25 centimeters. So whiskers act like built-in proximity sensors, helping them judge distance and space without trial and error. Number 6. The fastest baby upgrade in nature. Cats enter the world completely helpless, blind, deaf, and fully dependent. But then they speedrun development, like they're trying to unlock the adult predator expansion pack. Around 10 days in, their eyes open. By week 3, they're already walking. And by week 5, their coordination is basically locked in. In about 35 days, they go from tiny, squishy blob to mini hunter in training. This rapid growth isn't just impressive, it's survival. In the wild, being vulnerable for too long is basically an invitation for disaster. So evolution pressed fast forward. Between weeks 2 and 7, cats go through a critical socialization period when their brain is especially flexible. This is the window that shapes whether a cat grows up comfortable with humans or avoids them like they're a haunted vacuum cleaner. Same genetics, totally different personality, based on this short phase. Number 7. The antisocial cat myth. People love saying cats are antisocial, but that's only half true. And honestly, a little unfair. Cats are solitary hunters, because small prey isn't easy to share. You can't really split one mouse into a group dinner without things getting awkward. But hunting alone doesn't mean living alone. When food and resources are plentiful, cats can form strong social structures. Feral colonies often organize into cooperative matriarchies, where related females help each other raise kittens, assist during births, and even babysit each other's babies. So no, cats aren't cold-hearted loners. They're more like selective socialites. They don't hate everyone. They just have standards. Number 8. The nice side of cat evolution. Cats can absolutely be sweet and cooperative, but not in a golden retriever, please tell me what to do way. This is where genetic altruism comes in. In cat groups, related females often help each other because it increases the survival of their shared genes. So yes, cats can be caring. But they're also doing it with excellent biological logic. Classic cat behavior: generous, but with a spreadsheet in the background. Number 9. Why cats are not tiny dogs in disguise. Here's the key difference with dogs. Cats do not run on a strict vertical hierarchy. There can be structure and territorial organization, but there's no alpha cat ruling over everyone like it's a furry dictatorship. Feline society is more horizontal. It's about space, resources, and comfort zones, not dominance and submission. This is exactly why trying to train a cat the way you train a dog often fails. Dogs evolved to follow leaders and work in teams. Cats evolved to negotiate territory and act independently. So if you approach a cat with canine logic, your cat will look at you like, "That's adorable." Anyway, no. Number 10. The secret language you can't smell. Humans are basically nose-blind compared to cats. We think we're doing great because we can smell pizza from the kitchen. But for cats, that's like saying you have good eyesight because you can see the sun. Cats live in an entirely different sensory universe, and that world is mostly made of smell. Urine marking is the classic territorial signal, like putting up a billboard that says, "This is mine," but facial marking is a different story. When cats rub their cheeks on furniture, walls, or your legs, they're using sebaceous glands to spread pheromones. And this isn't really about territory, it's social. So when a cat rubs against you, it's not necessarily asking for affection. It's mixing its scent with yours to create a shared group smell. It's basically saying, "Congrats, you're in my safe circle now." That's inclusion, not submission. It's less "pet me" and more "welcome to the team." Number 11. Meows are basically emotional blackmail. Now we enter one of the most fascinating cat inventions, adult meowing. Adult cats rarely meow at each other. Between themselves, they mostly use body language and scent communication. Meowing is mainly a kitten behavior. Kittens meow to call their mother. Domestic cats have kept this baby voice specifically to talk to humans. And yes, it's as suspicious as it sounds. Even more wild, sound analysis studies show that a cat's demanding cry contains frequencies similar to a human newborn's cry, usually between 300 and 600 Hz. That similarity isn't accidental. Cats that sounded more baby-like triggered our caregiving instincts and got more food, more attention, more protection. So basically, your cat learned how to push the emotional buttons in your brain like a pro. They're not just cute, they're strategically cute. Number 12. The mystery of the purr. Purring is one of those things that feels wholesome, until you realize it happens in totally opposite situations. Cats purr when they're happy, but also when they're scared, injured, in pain, or even near death. So purring isn't just, "I'm vibing." Sometimes it's, "I'm surviving." Purring is produced by vibrations in the laryngeal muscles, and it often sits in a frequency range around 25 to 150 Hz, which overlaps with ranges used in therapies linked to bone strengthening and healing. That's why one major hypothesis is that purring helps cats maintain muscle and bone health during long periods of rest or recovery. In other words, your cat might literally be doing internal vibration therapy, a built-in healing soundtrack. Nature really said, "Here, have Bluetooth recovery mode." If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Your support not only encourages us, but also helps other cat lovers discover our content. Don't forget to share your experiences in the comments below, and consider subscribing to the Wise Animals channel for more informative videos on understanding and caring for our feline friends. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.